Birth dance. 1. Birthing the birth, writing the bearing of the child. These words labor their dance. I am being born, bearing my child into the world. From maiden to mother, momentous, terrifying. Do I forget that I am giving birth? That there is a baby in this hurricane of elements, bashing, pummeling, forcing my body open, 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 and the writing of the body of the woman stretching into two. My flesh rebels, recoils, but that energy thunders, separating, apart. I have no conscious control, none. I am barely conscious. Did I envision it differently? My belly curves like a full moon. I saw the blood, but not the bleeding. I thought labor lulled and crested us toward birth. I felt the tumble of hidden arms, legs roving under my white, stretched skin. But not how my body would split, earthquake-like, releasing. 2. Liquid tinged with blood flows down my legs, pools on the floor, the breaking of the waters, a sign of the beginning. That sack of fluid, ocean of nutrients in which my baby floats, ruptures, and I wait sleeplessly for it to begin. I imagine contractions as my belly tightens, softens. My body is placid, and I am fearful of forced birth in hospital, of Pitocin epidural, episiotomy, forceps, of green hospital gowns, masks, fetal monitors, of incubators, isolates, nurseries, of the medical notion of birthing as illness. Labor must begin within 24 hours for our midwife to deliver our baby at home. My husband drives the midwife home mid-afternoon. I sway in a rocking chair, waiting. Then, out of the silence of my womb, an inner motion collects itself and sweeps as if into a tunnel, a passage, a whirlpool. I lurch to the bathroom and throw up. The friend who is with me wipes blood off the floor. We are shaking at the intensity, the mess of fluids, our aloneness. 3. I am heavy with ripeness. My body is a fruit opening, releasing its nourished, protected seed. I am splitting, stretching, gaping. I am sweet with birth. I am succulent. I am a dying flower streaked with blood. My body shudders, tenses, aches. I am shrieking. I have no sky breath. I am not gloriously dancing a swan song. I am pulled under in the darkness of pain. I crave the coolness of water, the caress. We pour a bath. I sit in it for a moment before another contraction begins, and I leap out and scream, jumping, holding onto my husband. I am an animal laboring. I am no longer fully human. I am all body, primal, beyond language. I am heaving, thrashing, resisting. My hips are cracking. I am hyperventilating. I beg for drugs. In my weakness, I find strength, shouting, chanting, I can't. Once begun, this cannot be stopped. I try to stop. I want to slow down. I want to rest. I try to lie down, but my contractions come so fast, so furiously. My whole universe is exploding. I am out of control. I am dying into birth. 4. In breath, out breath, in breath, out breath, in breath, out breath. Birth dance, birth dance, birth dance. The birth word bearing down. I must push, but my midwife asks, I wait. A lip remains. When, swollen with fertility flowing, ripe breasts risen, earthquake releasing fruit, opening belly universe, ripe life. Enter here, exit from there, at this crux, the center of the universe. Transition, transition, transition. Now I am round, I am full, and you are the new moon. Come forth, arise, appear, grow, spring, be born. I heave on the bed, I kneel on the floor, I thrash, I push, and I push, and I gasp, and I push, and I push, and I gasp. In breath, out breath, in breath, out breath, in breath, out breath. Birth dance, birth dance, birth dance. We break the mesh of time and space in the vortex closing and opening. I have forgotten, I forget the birth word. 5. The head emerges. I touch the dark form between my legs, wet, wrinkled. It feels like earth collapsing on itself, reaching out of itself. We are approaching what is receding. It disappears. I push deeply. It reappears, in and out, backward and forward, shuddering into life. I am an enormous mammal moaning into the night of the great emptiness, my membrane stretching, holding everything together as it divides. This is not ecstasy. I am terrified of the separating that I crave, the crucial passage between, this incomparable coming into being, the crowning of the baby. 6. Bearing out of me, brilliant opal of my dark sky, from my body, the other, that final push, heaving, suddenly and finally, the birth canal, a volcanic tunnel bursting. I am a lotus opening my fire petals, blazing as you are born, our sky blue umbilicus flowing between us, glowing. The midwife holds your shoulders. Here is your baby, and I lean down and pull my child from my womb and lay him on my breast. His eyes, my eyes, gaze in the peace of the doubly newborn. I face his father, overflowing joy, relief. Oh, we've crossed the threshold, all of us. Dying, I am born into the mother. I am being born out of the mother. I am the child within myself, blooming out of myself. And now I am bleeding, bleeding. The afterbirth pours out of me here.